Welcome to Ravens Over. Please subscribe to my channel or set the notification bell, like this video, and share. Welcome to the 7th edition of Conversation. Conversation is something I started when I wanted to talk about things that happen on this channel or things that happen in LGBTQ. Of course, this conversation is about 3 girls that was attacked in Hollywood, California, and I want to share this story about their life and living and things I felt as though they needed to do in their life when it comes down to this situation. I want y'all to comment below and share what you think should have been happening at that time. I created this channel for people who are different. Support those who support you. There's a PayPal on top. People murder. One thing, there are a lot of times people can't stand in the truth, but you find one that does support them. Make sure they do not fall within a marginalized community as not being in existence. And you know that there are hard to find people that create a channel that cater to people who are different and stand in the truth. And the allies sit back and say, well, I have no problem with other people. Let me just stand in here to learn something. Support those no judgment who support you. I love you. Stay in your truth. Good morning, and welcome to Conversation. Now, I want to talk to you about something. Some of you are going to get really pissed off at me. Some of y'all will get mad at me. Some of y'all are going to unsubscribe. And some of y'all are going to know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, 3 girls that were jumped on. 3 beautiful girls. Jocelyn, eating the doll. Beautiful girls. Now, the conversation went. They was attacked. And I reported this story myself as well. Make sure your coffee and tea is on. It's going to be like a long video, but not a long video. You know what I mean? So, they were attacked. They knew their attacker's name, first name, last name, anything, and which is unheard of in my life of living, doing videos since April 26, 2008. I never saw it this way, but it is a blessing that they got all the names of all those men that allegedly. I want to start by saying thank you all the soldiers on this page that basically shared the video and referenced these 3 girls being attacked. Now, Carlton Caldwell was a suspect. William Devon was caught. Willie Walker was also caught. Now also the one they haven't caught yet as far as Carlton. Carlton is the one basically still on the run, and he hasn't been captured as far as, you know, the whole transpire of the girls being attacked. And it said if you've seen him, please call LWPD. KC, why not, lives in Compton, he's 5'8". And I feel as though a lot of times when you are a two-spirit woman, we go on looks, we think they're cute, he won't do anything to us, and at the end of the day, we're being murdered by that. This is a great experience right now because we're not murdered and we can share our story. But stay woke, people. Stay woke. Then. Now, I'm not going to show the video. Y'all have seen it enough. I've seen it enough. And these girls was out being girls having a good time. Now, this is big sister talk. This is the part I'm about to piss you off. So if you're about to be ready to unsubscribe, I suggest you get ready now. If you can't deal with the truth, I suggest you turn the video off now. Okay? This is my thing. I'm not going to be politically correct. I'm going to talk to you like a big sister to a little sister. You are a woman, and you're living the life of a woman. These are not costumes. These are real life. Real life people have real life issues. That means dressing up and walking to the real world, you'll get real world live reactions. You're a woman. I don't know too much about California, Hollywood, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, you're still a woman. As a woman, if there's a bunch of men outside, you're supposed to keep going. Sometimes walk a little faster, sometimes walk around, sometimes get an Uber, but you keep going. That's a woman. It's not a trans woman. It is a woman. Men do it. So it's not a trans issue. It's an issue. I don't want to coerce or say, well, the guy that I saw in the video that had his arms around one of the girls, and it kept saying that's a dude, that's a man. At that point, you should have been gone. As friends, if all three of y'all was together allegedly, once you said, yo girl, come on, girl, come here, let's go. First of all, she shouldn't have been around that man. If what I saw in the video was true. Whether he knew or not, you needed to be safe, especially if you didn't know this man. This is nighttime. The benefit that you have in that video is that all three of y'all came home.
As a trans woman with a higher platform, if you don't try to protect your sisters, guess what? You'll end up being on the news. It is very important to get the message out about our sisters, try to save them, because a lot of them may not even know how bad it really is. And as a two-spirit woman, your duty is to save your sister.
So kiss your parents and your friends, because y'all was being blessed. Y'all was being prayed for. A lot of girls would get the opportunity to walk back home to tell that story. They would have been murdered right then and there. And you know what the story would have went? Same way the followers was. That was after taking the camera and picture of you. Y'all tricked them.
Just like Orlando Perez, 18 years old, that basically followed Selena. Now, he was charged with first-degree murder. And at the end of the day, these people are mentally ill. They don't even care the simple fact of the matter that you took somebody and killed them. And at the court, he allegedly smirked, and during the court appearance, he thought it was funny. Here it is, a girl minding her business on her way home, and he's walking behind her and kill her. And guess what social media says? Oh, that's what they get for tricking them. And at the end of the day, that don't be the story. But yet and still, we lay cold inside the grave, dying behind a lie, because we live in our truth and we will follow. Here it is. Ty Underwood was basically killed by a man that was sexually having sex with her and killed her to keep it secret. And at the end of the day, these guys don't have a problem killing us. They have no problem sitting back and saying, well, I didn't know what it was, because social media is signing on to it. Wait, the girls are tricking the men. It is very unfair. Yeah, but at the end of the day, can she tell her truth? Why is it that when you are not a part of the cisgender world, that we have to explain our life and our living, and when are they going to wake up and say, well, you know what? Y'all keep killing these girls. Something ain't right. Y'all must be having sex with these girls. Why is it that we don't have the same empathy and the sympathy when it comes down to Black Lives Matter or any lives matter you want to put a part of it, and yet still we're killed, we're murdered, we have receipts, we showing people how we living in our life, living in our truth. Stop tricking people. How could we be tricking our people when we're already standing in front of you in our truth? But yet still, you kill us and you say, well, that's what they get. But yet still, if that's how you feel, then why y'all having sex with us as you killing us? You think these people don't know who killed them? You think these people don't have an idea who killed them? You don't think these people encountered the person who used that smile, that grin? I'm not like other dudes. Give me a chance. I'll show you. I'll show you. And at the end of the day, when you do this, you get murdered. Even the girl that was sick, they could have basically took care of her, but they didn't. They let her die. Over and over and over, we bring receipts on girls being murdered, and at the end of the day, a lot of the volume should be higher, but it's not. Because when you're a two-spirit woman like myself that try to let the world know what's happening to us, they silence it and make sure it doesn't reach a lot of people. When it reaches a lot of people, guess what? Nobody really knows what's going on. As long as no one knows, a lot of trans women will be killed because they have no idea that they're being hunted, they're being killed. And at the end of the day, when a person like myself, I actually have the loving family that you share on this channel that helped me to try to get our sisters staying alive instead of put inside the ground and get the messages out. It is impossible for one person to do. But these girls had a life and they needed to come home as well. They didn't have the privilege of these three girls.
Now, I want y'all to have fun. I want you to enjoy your life. But as a woman, you have to be prepared for your, be aware of your surroundings. You have to be. And when a bunch of people comes around, it's when you go home. My coffee's from. When a bunch of people's around, it's when you go home. No more playtime, no more. I don't know why y'all was out there. I'm not going to speculate anything, but you was out there. And that video would have been a lot different. A lot different.
Comment below, let me know what you feel about this video. Help me help keep my sisters alive. Like this video and share everywhere you can.
Have your coffee? This is the thing. All three of you girls was attacked. And it's true. And my heart goes out to you. I have screamed and hollered to the top of my lungs, trying to fight for my little sisters all across the line. And let me share something with you. Y'all was blessed. You were truly blessed. But I'm going to share something else with you. This is where y'all get mad at me. They're going to find attackers because it made a lot of mainstream. Due to the fact that you girls have names, it's going to become bigger. I'm going to find this story and I'm going to do the story on it today. But I'm going to share something with you. One of the girls, I think the black one, Jasmine. I know it wasn't Eden because Jaslyn or Jasleen, whichever one it is, I can't remember it right now. But the black one, he was on the ground, he was crying. It's hard to watch. Your words was, they took out their cameras after being hit in your head. And they just took cameras, footage of you. Don't worry, I'm not going to give you the whole black woman speech. Well, you're a black woman, you already should be ready, so you have to get ready. I'm not going to give you that speech. I'm not. Because every girl comes to this world differently. My life is different than your life, and your life is different than the next girl's life. And one girl out there was trying to fight all them people by herself. Let's keep that part. She kept falling, but she was trying.
Her name is Jocelyn Flawless. She was the one going after everybody. She's trying to protect everybody. She's one woman going after everybody by herself. They talk about eating the dog, but this is the one right here was doing all the work, that was fighting back. And she should be one in the middle as far as trying to save everybody.
That one girl should have had both of y'all behind her. If she was fighting, this is the problem that I have. If you hit one of us, you hit all of us. As a cisgender female, if you hit one of our sisters, they all on you. Why was she the only one out there trying to fight by herself? That's another mistake. She shouldn't have been out there in the first part. We ain't gonna go with that part. But she was trying to fight back to protect y'all. One girl. All the people, one girl.
Everywhere she at, all you girls should have been with her. She should have never been herself. She's fighting for all y'all against the whole men by herself. What is wrong with this picture? She's everywhere. This is a girl too. That's supposed to be your sister. Why weren't y'all there with her? Why is she out there by herself?
Yes, she folded, she fell, but she was trying to fight back. This is the problem I have with y'all younger ones. Take the makeup off, take the lashes off, and deal in your reality. Because this could have went a whole lot different. Black girl on the floor crying. She says all she did was take pictures.
Even though Jasmine was crying and stuff, saying she couldn't believe what was happening, but I can't believe what's happening either. Why is one girl fighting for all three of y'all? She's a girl like y'all. Why weren't y'all sticking there fighting everybody like she was?
This is my problem. What have you been doing when these girls been murdered? Have you not been watching? Do you think those deaths and stuff I've done with these girls being murdered, you think it's play? Y'all don't use them girls' pictures on your platform to sit back and acknowledge people, to teach them what been happened to us? No, but we're going to do, we're going to show people our hair and makeup, stuff like that, and we'll talk about our lives and our living, but let's talk about our other sisters. Because their life are very important. I created a whole blog that's supposed to be about laughing, being a comedian, doing different things in music, and different things. My whole channel became something I didn't even expect. I didn't even want. I get depressed going to my own channel. I get flagged, I get talked about, I get ridiculed, I get betrayed by people from my own channel that I'm trying to help. And the only reason why I haven't walked away because there's so many other ones that understand and say, well, Raven, thank you for not giving up. They know what goes on behind the scenes. They know Raven is getting attacked left and right, to be a person that's in a bit of color that's fighting back and trying to get these criminals arrested and stuff. My people my family members, I call them on my channel. We don't do RIP. We put the video together like I did for you three girls, and we go after them. And I'm sure my sisters shared your video to go after them to protect you three, to try to find out what happened to our little sisters.
And as of the soldiers on this page, thank you, because y'all got results. And I want you to share this video as well. Thank you, because I know nobody else will tell you, so I'll tell you. Thank you for helping.
Who have a bigger, huge platform than Ravens. But see, my platform is on a timeline of being ignored. Because while I'm trying to keep my sisters out of the grave, so many others are trying to make sure they are in the grave. And when y'all sit back and ignore these stories, and I'm not saying y'all never done these stories, because I do not follow y'all, I do not watch y'all, because when I watch a lot of y'all channels, all y'all talk about is beauty boyfriends and stuff like that, and that's fine. And I'm not expecting y'all to put the whole package together when it comes to these girls' murders, and that's fine. But remember, I did it. I put my whole package together, and I didn't even know how to do it, and I learned how to do it. Hell, I even learned how to play music, I didn't know how to do it. But if you don't want to talk about your sisters being murdered, then you become a part of the news. Because everybody gets a turn. And when your turn comes, don't get on the floor going, oh, why would they do this? They sit there and overlook pictures and they just laugh. What you think they've been doing to the other girls all this time? Have you been asleep? Have you been asleep? And everyone knows how I am about my sisters being murdered, being killed, being stalked, being snatched out of their own fucking house, being killed. Have you been asleep? Do you not get tired of your sisters being murdered? Do this shit not bother you? It bothers me so bad now I have health fucking problems. I have to take fucking Cinepro for my depression. Because I'm so fucking upset that my sister is in the ground. And you can sit there and scream, but all they took pictures. This is why I say, if you don't help report the news, you'll become a part of it. Why should we sit back and make your storyline and what you went through so important when it don't seem like they're making a point of those girls that's been murdered? It's too many bodies laying in the ground that they're not deserved to be there. But she's there. Everybody's family needed them to come home. Their friends needed them to come home. And some people say, well, you're just attacking them. I'm not attacking them. I'm just tired of doing the storyline of them. And when I say of them, I mean the ones like them that has been murdered. I want to celebrate the fact that y'all doing so much greatness and great things. It's not about blogging. It's not about likes and clicks and shares. These are real damn people that needed to come home. Well, I don't want that on my channel. That's just too depressing. Well, guess what? If you don't do the news, you become a part of it. And now you're like, oh, I cannot believe this. The one girl that was trying to fight about, she says Black Lives Matter. To who? Black lives only matter to us is when we become convenient to try to do the march. And I hate to insert the injury, which I'm not trying to be mean, but a lot of those Black Lives Matter people were white. The black people weren't even showing up for their own fucking affair.
And no, I'm not trying to say no black people showed up for somebody trying to find some reason, but there are white people and Chinese people holding flags about Black Lives Matter. We should be more adamant and visible when it comes to the situation. Shouldn't just be the other race, we all races.
They wasn't showing up. They were white people. I turned around, there were white people walking around with Black Lives Matter. Now tell me what's wrong with that picture. Back in the 50s and 60s, when Martin Luther King and them was out there, there were black people out there. There were some white allies, but it was a lot of black people. Black people ain't showing up.
Martin Luther King did the march in Washington, there was a lot of black people. Of course, they were mixed as far as race and stuff, but there are a lot of people that showed up. How can you fight a cause with no black faces? And I think it's very strange how people forgot that part. How can somebody fight for you if you're not showing up? Black faces are important, especially during a movement.
And I'm not saying all black people. For those ones that's going to look for anything to try to attack me, because that's what we'll do. We'll find one girl that stand up to try to fight for things that's going on. Oh, we're going to attack this one. Because that's what y'all do. And I get it. One thing I learned about being a leader, you're going to get a lot of people that's going to go against you. But as a leader, you got to take the punches with the blows. And at the end of the day, if you don't report the news, you become a part of it. If you've been on my channel, I've done tons of deaths. And anybody knows I'm not telling no lie. Even on Facebook was like, well, we don't know if your stories are true. So they took my messages and stuff and they like slowed my stuff. And I told y'all about that. I showed y'all the video. They slowed my videos down because they was like, we don't know if these are true. So I'm making up stories about death. So now this is fake. This is play. I'm doing it for click, likes, and shares of death and trying to get people arrested for killing my sister. So this is play to you. This is shit I go through behind the scenes.
And here we go. In some type of strange way, my page gets froze. My page get knocked down. And next you know, the numbers become less. 2,929. Now went all the way down at the blue sky. 28 days. Here it is, I done reported so many deaths and stuff, and that's all I report. And yet and still, I guess I'm just making it up.
You're blessed. You three sisters. My three beautiful sisters. You're all three blessed. Take your blessing and run with it and start doing the right thing with your platform. I'm one person. Now you could do the same thing too. And maybe even better than me. But if you don't report the news, you become a part of it. It's kind of hard to feel sorry for somebody when we've been screaming dead bodies all this time. Anyway, everything I'm said is said in love, in care, and understanding. But it had to be said. Take it as a wake up. Take it as I'm gonna do my part. Because this doesn't stop this time. It just made it more relevant because now there's 3 more girls that actually got a chance to tell their story. I signed a petition. I ain't signed no petition because I don't understand what that's for. But y'all got the names. So how y'all got the names? Were they friends? Were they gay people? I don't know. That's either here or there. You did not deserve what happened to you. But at the end of the day, you have, as a woman, you have to understand the role you're in. You got to sit in all of it. And women been getting murdered for years and killed. So before you put on that costume that a lot of y'all think it is your real life. And by the fact that it's your real life, you have to deal with the issues that come with it. As a woman, you have to always stay ready, so you have to get ready. And as a big sister, I love you. And I don't want to do these stories about another girl being beat, hurt, murdered, killed. This is literally killing me. Anyway, it is now a little bit after 8 o'clock. Comment below, share this video where you can if you care. I'll be reading your comments. Have a blessed and safe day. Okay?